Hi, everyone. Welcome to Mage's Lunch and Learn series. I just want to give it another 30 seconds or a minute to allow some last minute people to join. All right, let's go ahead and get started now. So once again, this is Mage's Lunch and Learn series, and today we're doing Mage Pro and DBT Part 2. If you remember, we did Part 1 of this series about 3 or 4 weeks ago, kind of about a week before the holidays started. But we'll go ahead and get into this Lunch and Learn series. So what these Lunch and Learn series are a quick 10 to 15 minute live training sessions that give a brief overview of some features in Mage or Mage Pro. And today we're doing a walkthrough of Mage and DBT. And at the end, we'll answer any questions that you might have. So a little bit about me. My name is Cole. I'm the DevRel at Mage. And I'm actually a 7-year law enforcement veteran who had 5 years of data analytics consulting experience before joining Mage. For the past 6 or 8 months, I've been the DevRel at Mage. So what is Mage? If you don't know, Mage is a data pipeline tool used for transforming and integrating data. We offer 2 versions of Mage. Mage Pro, which is our fully managed platform for integrating and transforming data, and Mage Open Source, which is a self-hosted system built to run and manage data pipelines. So some of the advantages to choosing Mage Pro is there's no need to worry about infrastructure. We'll handle that handle that for you. You get access to new and advanced features. You would get custom feature requests and 24/7 support. So if you're familiar with blocks in Mage, Mage has an actual DBT block. So Mage integrates with DBT to schedule tasks and manage dependencies. It also allows you to allocate resources. Mage handles complex transformation steps in multiple environments and ensuring DBT jobs run efficiently and in the right order. This setup can grow with increasing data needs and different project requirements, making it suitable for organizations of any size. So why should you use DBT, Mage's DBT integration? So you get a mix, you can mix the use of Python, DBT, and other Mage blocks. You can schedule DBT runs alongside other pipeline tasks. And you can access and monitor all of your data processes in one place. So today we're gonna talk about more about medallion architecture, since we covered more of the technical portion of getting DBT initiated and set up in Mage a few weeks ago. If you're interested in going back, you can go to our YouTube channel and we'll link you back to that specific video in the comments section. So what is medallion architecture? It's a layered approach to data transformation that progressively refines data from raw to consumable through the bronze, silver, and gold layers. So the bronze layer tends to hold raw data or data as close to the source data as possible. The silver layer is our validated layer, and it's got standardized data based on business logic. And then our gold or our marks layer is our serving layer. So this is the layer that your data analysts and people will access to aggregate and show or visualize their data. So what we'll learn today is to is to build medallion architecture in Mage. I'll be talking about a Mage plus DBT integrated with Google BigQuery, and we'll build. You also see a type 1 slowly changing dimension that I built for this project. And I'll go ahead and go over to our Mage Pro demo. And we'll just have kind of an explanation of blocks so that you can see what is going on in this specific pipeline. So this is our first block. This is a Mage data loader block. Basically what we're doing is we are extracting out a CSV file from Google Cloud Storage. So we extract out that we extract out that CSV file, and you can see the data being shown here below. So what we have is some fake medical data, patient ID, a fake social security number, address, insurance provider. And then we have some additional columns that have, fake blood pressure calculations, pulse rates, height and weight, and then a BMI calculation. So if we were to, when we go ahead and move on to our bronze layer, you can see that we are keeping as close to the source data as possible. We're just selecting our columns that we need for our data set, and we're adding a timestamp here as well. One thing I want to mention is that when you are connecting to your source data in Mage or Mage Pro, you're going to have two sources that you'll need to connect to. I talked about this in our last session, but I just want to show you this real quick. When you connect the bronze layer or the first block to your data loader block, you're going to have a source connection that's automated in Mage. And it's going to be found in this Mage sources.yaml file. So if we click here, anyways, it would be found in this Mage sources.yaml file, and you would find under the names Mage live demo and also example DBT load data from API. So that's really Mage plus the name of your DBT project, and then also your connection to your source here. So if we were to run that block, we would get this return, and you can see it's very similar to our source data. We're just adding this vitals timestamp here at the end. All right, so we can go ahead and move on to our silver layer. Our silver layer is where we're going to include any type of transformation that based on business logic. So we're going to go ahead and get our source data and then add in a CTE for our transformation here. So basically what we're doing is we're saying when health score is null, then no score, and then we're basing low, medium, or high risk based on the number of points a person gets based on their vitals, or based on like their blood pressure, pulse, height and weight, so your BMI index and things like that. This next CTE, we're just generating a surrogate key for our And that's to be used later on in our patient dimension. So we can see that we're using our patient name, social security number, address, and insurance provider. So this is just information based on that's specific to a patient. And then finally, we are going to go ahead and select our data here from our transform data to finally print out in our silver layer. Another thing I want to mention is the if is incremental. This is just saying that if this is an incremental run, then to only process records whose IDs we haven't seen before. All right, so we'll go ahead and move on to the patient dimension. And this is where we're going to go ahead and create our patient dimension. So we're going to store all our patient information. So like I said, our name, social security number, address, anything associated with or to a specific patient. And then we are giving this I guess kind of a row number here. So we're removing any duplicates that might take place. And then we're selecting our data again, but where row number equals 1. So this is going to be our most current row number. So like I said, this is a type 1 slowly changing dimension where we're only keeping the most current record. And then selecting our data for our dimension table. And you can see here that we're only selecting out data specific to that patient. And finally, if we scroll down, we're going to be in our vitals fact table. And what this is doing is joining our dimension table to an extract out of our silver layer so that we are storing only facts and joins to the fact table from different dimension tables. So you can see this here. We're selecting our facts, which are these here, and then keys that are critical for our joins. And then we are getting a return. So I'll go ahead and move on to Google BigQuery so you can see kind of what this looks like in Google BigQuery. So if we were to look at our vitals fact table here, so you can see we have our bronze layer, our silver layer, our Mart's layer, and our gold layer here. So if we want to select just do a select star statement from our fact table, we can go ahead and see what that looks like. And you can see that we have records for our patient, or like record numbers for our patient or IDs for our patient, and then our facts listed out here. And I'll go back to our slideshow here. And at this time, just leave some time for questions. If you want to type your questions into the chat, I think they'll get to me that way. I'll give a minute or so for questions, and then if nobody has any questions, we'll go ahead and end. Hey, Brandon, thank you for sending over that note. Yeah, Mage does integrate very well with DBT. It's almost like a managed version of DBT that we've managed to add into our open source and pro platform. Any other questions? Okay, if there's no other questions, I will go ahead and end the live stream. Hope everybody has a great day. Thank you.